You think your mornings feel chaotic because you have kids, but that's not actually the reason why your whole day feels out of control. You wake up and it's chaos. Your baby needs you, your kids are already asking for things, and before you've even had a second to think, you're reaching for your phone, and from there, the day just spirals. I used to feel like that. Low energy, overwhelmed, feeling behind before the day even started. But now I wake up calm. I have a morning flow that sets me up for steady energy all day, even with little kids and a baby at home. And I'm going to show you exactly how. In this video, I'll walk you through my simple morning routine as a mom, step by step. What I do, why it works, and how you can actually stick to it, even with interruptions. This really helped me to go from exhausted and reactive to energized, calm, and consistent as a mom. If you're new here, I'm Erica, and I'm a mom of little kids living off-grid in northern Canada, and I teach simple, realistic habits that help moms to get their energy back without burnout. So let me show you where everything changed, starting with the very first moments of the morning. I wake up to an alarm clock, not my phone. The first thing you reach for in the morning basically sets the tone for your entire day. So this change was simple. I stopped sleeping next to my phone. I used to keep it right by my bed, and the moment I woke up, I'd grab it without even thinking. Emails, messages, social media, and my brain would already be on before I even got out of bed. So I switched to using a sunrise alarm clock instead. It slowly lights up your room before your alarm actually goes off, kind of like a sunrise. You can set it so that the light gradually gets brighter and brighter, and then it plays, soft music or some sort of gentle sound when it's actually time for you to get up. It feels way more natural than a loud, jarring alarm. And honestly, it really changed how I woke up. If you want calmer mornings, you have to stop starting your day in reaction mode. And that begins with not touching your phone first thing. If you don't have a sunrise alarm clock, that's fine. Just use a regular alarm, because when your phone is the first thing you see, your attention is gone before your day even starts. It pulls you in, with the notifications, you're getting all these dopamine hits and focusing on other people's priorities instead of your own. And I noticed that when I stopped doing this, the rest of my morning routine actually became easier to stick to because I wasn't already distracted. And once I stopped starting my day in chaos with my phone, the next thing I did was something that keeps my whole house from spiraling later. I start a load of laundry. Messes don't usually overwhelm you because they're big, they overwhelm you because they have stacked over time. Laundry was one of those things that used to stress me out. Then I changed one thing. I started doing just one load of laundry every single morning. That's it. Right after I get up, I throw a load in. No thinking, no waiting for motivation. And because I live this real mom life with little kids, and my husband is away for long stretches at a time, sometimes it's not perfectly folded and put away right away. But the point is not perfection. The point is momentum. So by doing this, it just never gets out of control anymore. One small daily reset beats a massive cleanup every single time, in my opinion. It keeps your house from hitting that, everything is overwhelming to me point. Even if I don't finish it perfectly in the morning, just starting it keeps the whole system moving. Now, while that's running in the background, I stack something else that completely changed my energy. I fix the first thing that my body actually needs after sleep. I drink a full glass of water. We all have slept for 7, 8 hours, and so we're waking up dehydrated. And then we're wondering why we're tired, why we feel off even after a good night's sleep. This one is so simple, but it made a huge difference for me. So right after I start laundry, I drink a full glass of water. Not a sip, not an, I'll pour this now and get to it later. A full glass. I'll usually make warm water with a bit of lemon, just because that's what feels really good for me. But honestly, room temperature water, cold water, Whatever you want, that'll work. What? After so long without water, your body really feels that first hit of hydration. And I noticed that when I started doing this consistently, my energy throughout the day felt more stable. A lot of that tired feeling in the morning isn't just about sleep, it's about hydration too. And the easiest way to fix that is to just start strong at the beginning of the day instead of trying to catch up all day. And once my body is fueled a little better, I step outside to set my mind and energy up for success. I go out the door just for a few minutes. Your body uses light as a signal for energy, alertness, and sleep later on in the day. This is probably one of my favorite parts of the morning. After my water, or honestly, I take it out with me a lot of the time, I just step outside onto my deck for a couple of minutes. I don't make it complicated. I'm not doing anything productive here. I just stand or walk around a little bit, look around. I live off grid in the middle of a forest, so sometimes I'll hear birds, I'll see animals, or just watch the light change through the trees. But even if you live in a city, it still works the same. You're just giving your brain natural light and a moment of stillness. It's like the exact opposite of grabbing your phone and immediately consuming the whole world. This little moment of daylight helps set your body clock, which can improve your energy during the day and your sleep at night. But for me, it's also just a mental reset, a little reminder that I'm not rushing it. And once I've had that little moment of calm outside, I come back in and do something that physically shifts my energy for the day. I move my body. Now, this is exactly what I teach inside my free workshop, how to rebuild your energy as a mom using really small, realistic habits like this. If you've been feeling really exhausted and just don't know where to start, I will walk you through that step by step. You can grab it in the description below. So the next thing I said is I move my body. Movement is one of the fastest ways to shift your energy state in the morning. Now, I want to be really clear here. This doesn't have to be intense or complicated. When I first started doing this after my first baby was born, I literally just did 10 minutes of yoga following a YouTube video in my living room. That was it. No fancy setup, right? No perfect routine. Just me and my yoga mat on the floor trying to improve myself. And honestly, it made a bigger difference than I expected. Now I do a mix depending on the day. I lift weights 3 times a week just using adjustable dumbbells and resistance bands in my living room. Once in a while, when my husband is home and I have more space, I will do a Norwegian 4x4 workout outside, and that is basically short bursts of intense cardio. That's more occasionally, that's more recent. It's something I just learned about. You do not have to start there. And then on the other days, I just stretch. Like simple 5 to 10 minutes, that's it. One of my students recently told me that the small daily movement is helping her so much. And she already had workouts she was doing, but she wasn't consistent. And now even just taking that small step of stretching is helping her back and her mobility. So you don't need a perfect workout, you just need consistency that actually fits your life. Even the small movement counts, and it actually counts a lot if you will just do it regularly. So once my body is awake and moving, I shift into something that stabilizes my energy for the entire morning, and that is I fuel my body properly with a high protein breakfast. What you eat in the morning sets the tone for your energy, your cravings, and your focus all day. This one has been a huge game changer for me. I always have a high protein breakfast. Most days that looks like eggs, usually around 4, and sometimes oatmeal or sourdough toast that I've been experimenting making with freshly milled flour. And I never skip this because I know what would happen. I would feel way hungrier sooner, I'd get snackier, my energy would dip. But when I start with protein, I feel steady all morning. So you don't need a complicated diet, you just need to stop starting your day on a blood sugar roller coaster. Protein in the morning is going to help stabilize everything that comes after. So once I've taken care of my body, I do something that might seem small, but it completely changes how I show up as a mom. and that is I get myself ready every single day. How you present yourself affects how you feel and how you move through your day. So this one doesn't look like a health habit necessarily, but it really impacts my energy. If I stay in my pajamas all day, I feel like I'm still half asleep, But if I take that couple of minutes to get dressed, nothing fancy, just, real clothes, maybe some jeans or a dress. I love a good dress. A bit of mascara, some earrings. I feel like a completely different person than if I didn't do that. And it's not about me looking perfect. It's about telling my brain that the day has started. Here we go. Let's get to it. And that habit alone gives me more energy and confidence to actually just do what I need to do. So confidence isn't just emotional, it's physical. The way you present yourself on the outside changes how you feel on the inside. Now, before I fully move into the day, I do another small thing that makes everything feel right. I make my bed. For me, visual order really helps create mental clarity. This one takes me maybe 2 minutes. And honestly, I don't have, a fancy setup, no throw pillows or throw blankets, just a duvet and our pillows. But making our bed still changes how the room feels. It's just one of those small wins that really makes everything feel more put together, especially in a season with little kids. Nothing is ever perfectly organized, but that one thing is something that I can control every day. So the reason I'm actually able to stay consistent with all of this is because I don't rely on memory or motivation. I track it. So the last part of my morning routine is tracking these things. What I track gets repeated. So this is a major reason why these things have stuck with me long term. I just use a simple chart on my fridge that I made on Google Docs. It's not fancy, it's not pretty, it's just check boxes for the habits I want to do each day. Wake up at 6, drink water, go outside, move my body, and I love seeing it add up. But more than that, it reminds me of what I actually want to prioritize in the middle of busy life as a mom. So you don't necessarily need more discipline, you need more visibility. Like having it on my fridge is the reason that I remember to do a lot of those things. So tracking will just make it easier for you to continue and to build those habits. Now, I know what you might be thinking, right? This all sounds great. But how do you actually do this with babies, toddlers and constant interruptions? And honestly, you just don't do it perfectly. My mornings are interrupted all the time. I have a nursing baby, I have a potty training toddler, and I have a 6-year-old. So I'll start my laundry, get my water, go outside, and then suddenly the baby's crying and someone needs help or something spills right as I'm about to get into my exercise. And in the past, that used to completely throw me off. I would think, well, guess my morning routine's done for the day. But I've changed how I think about it. So instead of my routine being something I have to complete perfectly from start to finish, it just becomes something that I move through around real life. So if I've started my water and then the baby wakes up, I go get her, I change her diaper, I nurse her, I hold her, whatever she needs. And that doesn't mean that my morning is ruined. It just means my routine pauses right there where it was. And then I come back to it. Same with my kids. My 2 older have learned that in the morning, I have a rhythm I'm moving through. They're not ignored, they're just included in real life. Sometimes they want to come outside with me, or exercise or stretch with me, or help me make breakfast. I also have a little bit of structure that helps a lot. We've trained them that they don't come out of bed until around 7 a.m. So I usually get a small window before the day fully starts. But even after that, the reality is still the same. They're with me. So I've stopped trying to make it look like or be this quiet, perfect morning, because that's just not real life with little kids. A lot of my routine happens with interruptions, not without them. So the key shift for me was realizing I don't need uninterrupted time to have a consistent morning. I just need to keep coming back to my routine. And honestly, I think that's what's made the biggest difference, not trying to remove the chaos, but learning how to move through it, still prioritizing what I know is so important for my well-being. Because when my kids see me prioritizing my health, even in small ways, even in messy moments, they learn that too. And that for me matters a lot as a mom, not just me having energy for my day, but showing them what it looks like to take care of myself in real life. If you're exhausted, overwhelmed, and you feel like you've lost your energy as a mom, I want you to know that it does not have to stay that way. I created a free workshop where I walk you through exactly how to rebuild your energy, step by step, using habits this small and realistic. So you can grab that in the description below. And if you've ever felt like even when you try to get your mornings together, you still end up tired, overwhelmed, and like something is just draining your energy in the background, there's actually a deeper reason for that. If you want to understand what's really going on, watch this video next.